Hello, everybody. I'm learning NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Falcons going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland as we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in Week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. First and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
Play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know it's a word that we tend to overuse, but Devontae Freeman can be awfully explosive with the ball in his hands.
He showed at the beginning of last year. He had 10 touchdowns the first couple months. The Falcons themselves were red hot, then sort of went down the tubes a little bit toward the end.
Yeah, their team's record and its production declined the same way, but I really like his overall game.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Julio Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
To throw forward is Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
first down. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down. So a fantastic effort by Murray, a kid born in Orlando, went to high school in New York, but came back to Orlando to go to Central Florida. You're from Orlando, Mr. Davis.
Yes, I am, and actually grew up in New York State as well, so I knew I liked this young man. And the stock and trade for him, speed. Give him some open space, and he can blaze a trail. If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. It gives... Kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Carr. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense, are able to capitalize here. On first down, Murray. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run. Murray. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
We're ready. Red 18. Red 18.
Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ryan. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. There are several elements to a oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And all the defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, past the 20, 10. And they bring this all the way back the other way for 2 points. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defense,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Carr now on first down. Finding time. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. And on 2nd and 10 now.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since been... And he is in! Touchdown, Raiders! Michael Rivera, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now
hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Now Ryan on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, Until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. Back to the air. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Into the end zone. Oakland Raiders touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Raiders are way out in front, and you look at the turnover numbers, and that helps explain the lead. The Falcons are getting blown out right now, even with all the turnovers they've forced. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Falcons taking the field for their opening drive. Jones has got the catch here, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Falcons go up by 8. Falcons have it near the end of 1. Run play here, and the ball comes out. Raiders end up picking up the ball and scoring. They go up by 6. We go now to early in the second. Murray's going to stay up the middle, and he scoots into the end zone for a second TD, which takes the lead to 13. Falcons take it at the 11. Ryan's on target here. This play goes for a score. The gap is closed to 9. 1st and 10. Rivers has got nobody around him on the catch, and he ends up at the 24-yard line before he's stopped on the play. Continuing on the drive, here we get a quick pass and completion, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. Raiders up now by 16. We move late into the second. Under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Raiders will end up returning it for a TD. Raiders push the lead to 23. Staying late in the second. Here we'll get a fumble on the run. Raiders pick up the football and score. That takes the lead up to 30. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.